type of ice, intensity of ice, outside air temp in Celsius. It is also helpful to get more detailed information, like was the aircraft in a climb, a descent, or in level flight. An aircraft in a climb or a descent will accumulate ice more rapidly as more of the aircraft's surfaces are subject to accretion.
Don't keep secrets. If you have PIREP information, pass it on to pilots and all affected personnel. Include as much information as possible. More information is better than not enough. Undeniably, icing conditions are hazardous to aircraft. So let's take this time to review what we've covered so far. We know that there's 4 levels of icing intensity: trace, light, moderate, and severe. Icing is very subjective and can depend on the size of the aircraft. We learned about the types of structural icing: clear, rime, and/or mixed ice. Remember that induction icing includes carburetor ice and blocked air sources. Regardless of type, icing can affect aircraft handling, performance, and instrumentation.
Controllers have several responsibilities when it comes to helping a pilot that is experiencing ice. Keep aircraft clear of icing conditions as much as possible. Stay aware of current weather information. Know your geography and remember that icing risks are greater on the windward side of a mountain range as well as when near large bodies of water. Know your bases, tops, and freezing levels. With stratus clouds, changing the aircraft's altitude by 3,000 feet can typically get them out of ice, and they should deviate around cumulus clouds. On initial clearance off the ground, either stop aircraft below or issue a clearance all the way through icing conditions whenever possible. When vectoring the final, keep aircraft above icing conditions as long as possible to limit exposure to ice. Be sure to advise pilots of radar-derived weather and all hazardous weather information. Record and solicit PIREPs. Clearly communicate to pilots where and when icing has been reported and what types of aircraft were involved. Remember that PIREPs are an important resource for pilots. Be sure to convey any PIREP information to aid a pilot in their decision-making process about weather.
Controller communications serve a vital link in what may result as a favorable or disastrous outcome. Being aware of the dangers of icing and staying on top of the changing weather conditions can literally make the difference between life and death.
The critical lesson to be learned here is that it is a controller's responsibility to assist the pilot in avoiding and exiting icing conditions as quickly as possible. Don't underestimate the impact that a little extra effort on your part can make.
If you believe your facility has a unique practice that promotes safety and has proven to lower operational errors, contact your appropriate safety assurance office. Information that improves safety is information that needs to be shared.
I didn't do it. I swear.
When volcanic ice, volcanic. When volcanic ice, sorry, take a deep breath. Ice clouds, shake it off, shake it off. Yep.
I'm sitting in the car with Rick, I go, Rick, check it out.
And I'm looking around, and then finally, if you're not able to do so, keep the aircraft above the icing level while vectoring them to final. This allows the aircraft to stay out of the icing conditions for as long as possible. Remember, advising pilots of hazardous weather information is a controller requirement.